Hello mate, it is it's Thursday, March the 24th, and sorry, but for the third week in a row there's going to be crappy lighting. I mean, I really should have fixed it by now. Ha ha ha, got you there. Now, this is like the second time this year I've actually managed to fix my light. Yeah, this is the exact same light, I haven't bought a new one. So yeah, I fixed the light, which should make for a bit more of a bright vlog. Okay, so yesterday you said you thought it was a half day. Well, it wasn't a half day, it was a full day. Okay, right, I need to hand in my final promotional video of the community church, so yeah, I did that. I handed it in about 12, day starts at 10, handed in at 12. And I was like, hopefully I get to go home early because there's nothing more I can do. Literally nothing more I can do because it's like the end of term. What things we're doing next term are starting on the first day back. But then again, stupidly, I needed to stay until 4. Oh my life, I needed to stay until 4. I don't even know why, it just said you had to keep 100% attendance. Well, to be completely honest, I did go in that day. So yeah, basically from 12, well, to be honest, 1 until 4:15. It was actually 4:15, not 4, but from 1 till 4:15, I was basically just exploiting IMDb. I had lunch 12 until 1, but I was just exploiting IMDb, just basically looking up random facts. But yeah, that was all I was doing for 3¼ hours. Like, I literally couldn't do anything else. There's nothing else to do. So yeah, that was. I didn't have a full day. I didn't have a half day. It was a full day, which completely sucked. And I really do get what you mean when you say PSHC days were pointless. I can totally understand. Because like, I mean, there are good days when you had no homework, but I don't think I've remembered anything like helpful from those days I didn't know already. I do remember that one PSHC day the whole tutor group got backed up because we refused to dance. The only time I've ever been backed up was because the whole tutor group got backed up. Because we refused to dance. Yeah, it did kind of suck a little bit. But yeah, that's the only remember how PSHC did. The rest was just, nothing. I don't know why, my face is just betraying me right now, my whole head's betraying me because I've got a minor headache going on right now, my tongue's hurting, I have an annoying spot right here, and an annoying spot right here. Oh my god, my head is just betraying me right now. I really shouldn't talk that much, because my tongue's just hurting. It's almost as if, like, you know when you've just, you've shouted for a long time, and like your tongue's just like numb. That's what it feels like right now. I'm not sure how to put it. I actually don't know. I don't know how to describe the feeling, but my tongue just feels numb. And I'm messing up my words a lot. You could tell then, I just said messing. See, I'm messing up my words a lot, and I just want to kind of get this vlog over and done with so I don't need to embarrass myself even more with my enunciations. Like a movie marathon, Harry Potter movies. That is a really good idea, but I'm just saying, at the time of Half-Blood Prince, you're going to be really, really bored. But yeah, that's a good idea. I've got to say, it'll probably be a whole day's worth because I remember when we did a Lord of the Rings marathon at my Talk of the Devil, the community church, the community centre, not the church, but at the community centre. With like a club I went to, like in year 8, we did a Lord of the Rings marathon, and basically in between each film we took a half-hour break. The films are, I think they're 2¾ hours long, all 3 of them combined. 2 hours, no, died of boredom on. 6 hours plus 8¼ hours, plus a half-hour break for each, so that is 9¾ hours I spent with 3 films, so you're spending with 8, and I think the Harry Potter films on average are about 2 hours, 2¼ hours I'd say on average, they are. I'll probably say a bit longer, but then again, that is including credits I think, so I'd say probably 2¼ hours, so that's a good idea. And I gotta be honest, if you're willing to have someone along for the ride, I am always here. I've literally got nothing to do this Easter holidays, so if you want to have someone to share in the journey, I will hop along and praise Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban, but completely annihilate Half-Blood Prince with my ongoing critique, which I always do when I'm watching movies from my childhood. Like, I don't know why. When I watch movies from my childhood, like Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, not the original trilogy, they're just perfect, but those, or like Toy Story or Harry Potter, mainly Harry Potter actually, I just nitpick the hell out of them while watching them. I don't know why, it's just me, but yeah, I just do that. But anyway, speaking of movies, answer that in the next vlog. If you have an extra room for one more person, I'll be happy to hop along. And then get on to the movie review. Okay, so I didn't watch Mockingjay Part 1. Basically, I have heard it is much worse than Catching Fire, so I can see why, because Mockingjay is my least favourite book, and split it out into 2 parts, about 5 hours combined. No, I can't be asked to watch it like right now. So instead I'm going to review a movie that I have watched in the last week, that was under 2 hours long. Probably should have been a bit longer. I'd have actually enjoyed it being a bit longer. It's actually the very unheard of Danny Collins. Yeah, it's just Danny Collins, that's the name of the movie. So I'm going to review that. So it came out last year, and it's about, it's based on a true story, I think, about a singer who is famous in like the 70s, like kind of, and they like grew up to be like kind of a drug user and everything, like the usual stereotypes of a singer in the 70s who have grown up into a grumpy old man. Actually, he's not really grumpy, but an old man who's not really with it. So basically, he's going through the always wonderful midlife crisis of helping out your or grandfather crisis, which is helping out your son through tough times and meeting him for the first time if you he's an illegitimate child of yours. So anyway, yeah, he basically, this singer is now an old man, and he wants to make up for the son who he never saw. So yeah, now I'm not heard of any of the other actors, but I know the singer's played by Al Pacino, who was in a lot of very good films. Talk Devil in the 1970s. Is that a coincidence? Like The Godfather. Do I need any more proof? If I need more proof, that's Scarface. But then again, in recent years, he's been in Judy and Jack and Jill, which are regarded as 2 of the worst movies of all time. So is this one of the worst movies of all time, or a good movie? Or one of the best movies of all time? Pleasantly, it was actually a very good movie. I mean, I'd say actually it's probably one of the most underrated movies I've ever seen. Like, no, I've never heard of it spoken of. No one's ever speaking of it. Even though it only came out last year, literally, I've had no one speak about it. But I think people should, because it's actually a really good portrait. Characters are really enjoyable, acted brilliantly, and it does have some very good commentary on what happens like to people when they are older. Like, I'd say I don't know anyone who, like any singers famous in the 70s who are now old now and have kind of lost it a bit, but they, yeah, Al Pacino plays the part brilliantly. Another thing is he actually, another part of the story is he's kind of content with the way he's living until he reads a letter he got from John Lennon, which is kind of kept in collectors for like a few decades, who finally reads it and then he realises what he's been doing wrong with his life because he's been taught by the man he's admired. So basically he wants to make up for all his mistakes in the past. So he moves out, meets new people and makes up for his son. So I'll leave out a lot of story points in my reviews, but that point I'm not going to miss out. But yeah, it's actually very good. The story is very well paced, and I thought the music they included was very good. It fit the story perfectly. I don't really know many solo John Lennon songs. I know the Beatles songs, obviously, but yeah, I think they fit the tone very well. And as based on a true story, I think it's probably one of the best true story movies I've ever seen. Because it acts so well, paced so well. A few of the events that happen are really good, and the commentary is really good. Like, basically, it's kind of, would you rather serve your corporation or your family? Which is just, you know, it's really good. You've got how to find an in-between point, but then again, it's better to go to where you want to be rather than where you don't where you were, and you don't have to be, and it's ruining your life. So yeah, it's very good points raised. But even for me, like, it's really useful because it's kind of made me think about where I am in life right now and where like it's kind of gone wrong in the past. And I'm only 17, so yes, it does raise really good points. But as a movie, yeah, acted very well, paced very well, and like for it to be based on a true story, it's like actually a really like good look at society, how it's changed and everything. Song's very good. And yeah, again, I'd say, like Empire Strikes Back and Back to the Future, it is one of the most flawless movies I've ever seen. Literally, I don't think there's anything amazing in it, okay? Obviously, Back to the Future has Doc Brown, who is amazing, the DeLorean, which is an amazing design, the story is amazing, pacing's amazing, Empire Strikes Back, the special effects are amazing, the characters are amazing, darkness is amazing, everything is amazing, but this one, it's great all round. No, nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing amazing about it. I'd say apart from the points raised and the social commentary. But I'd say the only other complaint I'd have is when I say there's nothing amazing, it's still flawless. So I just want to say that. And the other thing is that it does end a bit too soon. Like there is a story about his son, which I'm not going to go into because it could kind of spoil the movie, but it does end at the point in which that story is resolved, but I feel like it could go on a bit longer because the story was like spending time which he's going on a comeback tour with a few of his new songs, and everyone's going to like him again. And I think they should have showed a bit of that rather than ending it at the end of that story point. But yeah, it does end at the 1 hour 40-minute mark, when I think it could have easily been like 2 hours 10 minutes, maybe even longer. I could have easily sat through 2.5 hours of it. Let's just put it that way. I don't say a lot of movies. Don't say that about a lot of movies. Getting my words mixed up. But yeah, it's a really good movie. So, all spectacular. And a movie that you've never heard of, Danny Collins. Watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. I think it's free as well on Amazon Prime. So, if you have Amazon Prime, watch Danny Collins. Hey. Right, like an idiot, I haven't actually looked if you commented, any of you subscribers. If you haven't, then I am disappointed. But either way, yeah, Matt, I'll see you on Saturday.